Hello, and welcome to Exploring the Backlog with me, your host, TC, the Explorer. Doesn't rhyme. It's not quite as catchy as Dora the Explorer, is it? But I'm never going to call myself Dora the Explorer because A, that's a children's cartoon, and B, it's not my name. It would be silly. You can probably tell from looking at the screen right now that we're going to be looking at Bastion today, and if you know anything about Supergiant Games, you'll know why I'm both annoyed with myself that I've not touched this game in the 12 years since it's been released. I haven't owned it for 12 years, but it's existed for 12 years and I still haven't played it. So I'm annoyed about that, but I'm also fully aware of why that is. And that is because I came to Supergiant Games' catalogue through Hades, and Hades is my all-time favourite game. It's very not me, it's combat, it's reflexes and reactions, speed required. That's not me. If you know me, if you've seen my streams, you'll know that generally that's not me. I don't react fast to things. Don't always react that well slowly to things either, but you know, here we are. But Hades, yeah, Hades basically, it's not unfair to say, kind of changed my gaming life quite a lot. It taught me a lot of things. It taught me that I could do things if I try, which is what inspired me to do any kind of TC tries kind of content on Twitch and stuff. It taught me about perseverance. It's taught me about like being flexible. It's just honestly, it's my favourite game. If you know me already, you know that. If you don't know me already, then check out Twitch. There's a whole collection of like Hades related videos in there. So yeah, I just punched the table. I'm really sorry if that carried through the mic. I really need to get better at that. Yeah. So I own Bastion, which was overjoyed. Looking at the screen, it says overwhelmingly positive, and I said overgiant, which is smashing those two words together. Bastion was Supergiant Games' first game. Pyre was their second game. I have that too. That will be featuring on a future video because I really need to get around to trying that. I know that's very different to this, and they're both kind of different to Hades. They've also done Transistor, which I have tried, liked, but didn't love. Again, because I've been spoilt by Hades being so perfect. It's very hard for another game to live up to that game. Hades 2 might be the only thing that could possibly contend with for that title. And even then it won't have the first love kind of vibe that Hades 1 has had for me. So yeah, I don't think anything will ever meet up to it. But that's not to say that this won't be a great game in its own right. Clearly, it says it's overwhelmingly positive on the screen and in Steam. So, you know, quite a few people. There are over 26,000 reviews for this. All those people can't be wrong, right? So I figured it was about time that I'd got off my ass and sat down again on my ass and then tried it. So here we are to try it today. Yeah, I don't know an awful lot about it, embarrassingly. I probably should. I should know all about it, but I don't. So instead, let's just, I guess, start it up and see how it goes. Oink! Here we are. Welcome to Bastion. Doesn't it sound amazing? So the first thing I thought when I fired this up to fiddle with the settings and make sure that it was all set up okay on the screen was, wow, what a really good soundtrack, what lovely music. And then I remembered, well, duh, of course it is. It's been made by Darren Korb, who did the Hades soundtrack, which is one of my all-time favourite soundtracks, not just because it's associated with Hades, but also just because it's a really badass soundtrack in its own right. I haven't heard the full Pyre and Transistor soundtracks as well, but I have played some Transistor, and that's really good music as well. And I can only assume that Pyre is going to be of a similar calibre. Yeah, it's just like, you can tell the quality. I mean, look at it's a different art style. I apologise now in advance. I say apologise, I'm not really that sorry. I am going to be referencing Hades quite a lot because obviously it's my touch point for other Supergiant games that exist. It's also a massive part of my life, not an understatement. Genuinely is just a huge part of my life, and I'm not going to compare this to it directly because obviously it's a very different kind of game, and it was from like 10 years prior to when Hades was made, so it's, you know, they've learned different skills and their game developer journey has progressed over time, and things will be different with different iterations of product, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, it still looks beautiful, does it not? You can sort of see elements of kind of like these green things up here. Sort of like, you can see that the art, it sort of looks almost like the ponds from Hades and stuff. So yeah, as I say, I'm not even going to apologise for the fact that I'm going to mention it a lot, because I am going to mention it a lot. I will be doing a video on Pyre in the future as well, because obviously I want to see and experience that at some point. Whether that'll be after I've played all of this off stream, off video, I don't know. I just genuinely don't know. This guy is in a right mood, isn't he? Look at his little mood face. Poor guy. I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't even know if his name is Bastion. Guess we'll find out. I'm definitely going to play in no sweat mode, because why don't all games have a no sweat mode? I mean, they do. It's called story mode or easy mode or casual mode or whatever you want to call it. I love that it's called no sweat mode though. Some achievements cannot be earned in this mode, but that's fine because it's Steam, so I don't really mind about Steam achievements so much. If it was Xbox and there was G in the offing, I would be a little bit.
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one.
Ooh.
Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky.
Oh no.
He gets up, sets off for the Bastion.
Okay, so we're not called Bastion.
In case of trouble.
The Bastion is a thing. Okay. He's got short hair. I thought he had much longer hair in the. Oh, that's pretty. It's very pretty.
Ground forms up under his feet as if pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why.
You don't stop to wonder why. I mean, does this not look a bit mysterious-ish? Yeah, Transistor's also, much like Hades is isometric and you're looking down on it from one perspective, fixed perspective. Transistor is the same kind of thing. And you're going through rooms and corridors and stuff. This is clearly where they started that journey of
finds his lifelong
design choice.
Friend just lying.
Oh, it's my hammer.
Well,
Boink.
Touching reunion.
Press B to boink, 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 boink. Can I boink this? Can I boink everything? I probably should stop saying that, shouldn't I? A to roll, okay. Can I just roll into that? Is that hurting me? Boink. Okay. So we've got some button commands behind me here.
He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant.
Oh, the
In the
calamity.
calamity.
That doesn't sound fun. Oh, that looks... Can we just run across there? Yeah. Boink. I don't know if any... Oh, I was going to say, if anything is actually going to give us stuff.
That a survivor? No, ma'am.
No,
It's a
ma'am.
gas fella, forced out
Gas
from
fella.
underground.
Can I boink him with my...
Kid pops
I'm going to
it
stop
good.
saying that.
Fella got a piece of him though.
Oh no, he hit me. Yeah, I don't know what these things are that I'm collecting. These little, like, shard things or something. But there's a counter in the corner that's storing them all up for me. I feel like it's almost like a Lego game at this stage. Just destroy stuff to get stuff.
Kid just rages for a while.
Yeah, totally raging for a while, mate. Can everything give me stuff then? Oh, I thought that might be like a healing pool, maybe. Oh, there's a path down here. Ah, free stuff! Amazing! Don't mind if I do. Okay. Oh, do we get stuff for... No. I promise you that I won't play this how I do play Lego games. If you see me play Lego games, you'll know that I do
An old repeater falls out of the sky.
focus an awful lot on just collecting studs by smashing things and not actually playing the game. Ooh, okay. Oh, ranged
Gotta
weapon
hold
there.
her still to spin up the chamber.
Pew pew! Okay. Reloading. Oh god. So yeah, if you've seen me play Hades, you'll know that I'm not a massive fan of the ranged weapons, which is the gun, the bow. Just because I don't like things the bow doesn't have to reload, admittedly, but the gun does. And I really hate that because I don't play FPS games. I don't play games where your muscle memory teaches you to click a button to reload. So I just stand there sort of like hammering away at my gun shoot.
Kids
My gun shoot button. My fire button,
so
I
that
think is
fountain
the
looks
word.
real inviting.
And wondering why at certain points he won't respond, and it's because he's
Sometimes you just need a drink.
sometimes you just need a drink. Yum 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 yum. Oh, did I just use a There we go. Can I use a fountain?
A school of squirts tunnels up.
Oh no!
Must have
Bad
flown
guys!
here from
Bad guys! Get off! Can I drink from here again? There we go. Haha. Psych. I forgot what I was saying, which does happen a lot, so... Alright, let's kill another one just for another gem. Are these... Is this currency, I wonder, or like upgrade? Oh. My dude was trying to say something and I just did not let him. He just went through the door.
Inside one of
Oh well.
Celandia's famous watering holes.
Oh, we're in a pub.
Inside's old Rondi,
Nice.
the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did.
Can I destroy all your stuff, Old Calamity? Oh no, he's not called Old Calamity. Rondi?
Then Kid finds his trusty shield.
Oh, okay. That's also X though. Or is it X to pick it up? Old LT.
But just as he's getting a handle on it, the security takes him for a petty
Oh
thief.
no. What? Oh no. Tutorial. I smell a tutorial.
Clang. Shield saves his hide.
Nice. Oh, I didn't need those. Are these? Oh right, these are bad guys again. Bop, 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 bop.
Windbags start turning up for last
Windbags? Can I destroy them before they... Oh, I can destroy them before they get out of the boxes. That's quite good. She says not doing that at all. It's like learning where the buttons are, because... Again, compared to Hades, they are not in the same sort of location as what I'd expect.
A big old fella pops out.
Big old fella? Oh, shit, son. Can I say that on YouTube? Not sure. Ow. Yeah, my dodge button I don't think is in the same place. Why is it here? Yeah, so I'm like kind of using the wrong buttons for where things are where I would expect them to be. Oh, you teleported. That's fine.
Kid sees the way to the Bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop.
Oh, I don't want to... Wait, is that the same as... Is it... Are we literally going to jump out of a window? Like Zagreus does? Kind of wanted to come and see this guy. I thought he might be a shop.
Rondi always wanted his ashes scattered here.
Oh, wow. I just destroyed his ashes. Felt kind of bad. Sorry, dude. I did not know that was going to happen. I thought you were a real person. Oops. So I guess we're jumping out of a window.
On his way down.
How familiar? Are we going to land here?
He lands on top of a
Boy.
breaker's bow.
Oh. Oh no! It's a bow. Why? Why though? Hold X to shoot. You've already given me a ranged weapon. Okay. I pick up... Are these apples? Why am I picking up apples?
Kid's
And where is
eyes
my
are
currency thing
converged
gone?
for some target practice. He knows he should draw the string
All the way back.
right back at you.
Is this a fountain I can actually use? Gonna be... I hope no sweat mode features a lot of fountains. What is this? Something stringy?
The kid pockets a memento from a breaker.
Oh.
Once the fastest man in the land.
Something stringy. Upgrade material for the bow. Okay, cool. Meese hunting? What a meese? Meese is, like, surely the plural of moose. Okay, so we got stuff. So yeah, this would be, in Hades, right, A would be my dash button. And then... Oh!
He falls through
Wow,
his death.
okay. You can
I'm
fall
just
off the
bored.
edge. I mean, that's good to know. At least we've learnt this now. That's cool. Helpful.
Good news is
Hammer.
the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid.
Kid. Maybe I'm just called the kid the whole time. Oh god, are we gonna fall off like constantly? Oh man, I'm not gonna do well here, am I? I feel like this is my issue with ranged weapons. Just not liking them really. Right, we did it.
picks up a few pointers.
Oh, we've got an upgrade for our bow thing. I'm gonna go back and use that fountain again, to be honest. After I got those shards, but I feel like it might be wise to do it before. Do that, and we'll fill that. Wow, I'm tense already. Super tense, like. I preferred the gun. I preferred the gun. Can I change it back to the gun? How do we? Can we? It hasn't taught me how to, has it? I'm very hesitant to like roll now because I don't want to roll right off the edge again. Ooh, auto aim. He's a sort of auto aim, which is good. I've got full things. Oh, it gives me XP though if I pick them up, even if I have got full. Oh. Let's hammer these. How do they... Teleporty bugger. Teleportery sod. Right. Yeah, dealing with more than one of them at a time.
Right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town.
Oh,
one
hello.
sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man.
Okay. Squirt cider. What? Okay, so these are upgrades, sort of like boon type things, I guess. More health. Always helpful. Absorb stray fragments. That would be nice, but I think more health at this stage probably good. How far are we off level 2? A bit of way. Awesome. I feel like there might be sort of secrets and stuff, but we'll do what it asks.
Where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
Look at the thinking face. Thinking face. In his little shorts. I didn't realise he was wearing shorts. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the hammer than the bow. Really sorry, game. Your weapon assigned to X. Okie doke. That's fine. We've only got one other thing, haven't we? So... yeah. Oh, wow, they ricochet off. Neat. Is there anything hidden up here? No, just the building. Okay. That's fine. Burning is fun. You can't always run off the edge. Oh, how many times are we going to call him Zacharias? Like, Zacharias, why are you not doing what I'm asking? Just out of habit. This feels better than
some of them squirts birthing like crazy.
Old bow face. How do I use will? Oh right. Oh wow, that's quite cool. Oh, but they yeah, I see. They are using those bottles. Gotcha. I think we need to destroy this, don't we? Just realised.
Run out of black tonic.
Oh, ow, what? That's not fair. That's not fair. Oh, I've used up my things now. Yeah. Can I have these apples, please? Apples will just smash everything. I haven't seen a map yet. I figure there's going to be a map at some point.
That one was Maud, the tutor. Once taught the kid good manners. He never used them, though.
Are we meant to not be destroying the sooty, ashy people? I don't know. I'm gonna get this stuff first. Oh god.
An old ferry barge sends the kid.
Oh no, I need my
The Bastion's real
Oh, he's
close
dead.
now.
I was gonna say I need my spinning attack now, but no, I don't have it because I used it all up. Well, those are a bit mean. like all over the place here. This feels like a plot. Yeah, I really would like some of the bottles right now. Should we have... But how much was that, like a tiny barge of death? So you can reload manually by clicking the stick, which is so not my vibe. So they look awful, but they're not actually quite as bad as they seem. But I feel like something bigger is going to appear here any minute, so... Let's destroy these first, because they're going to be bad guys, aren't they? Let's do that to all of these, because... yeah! Use one of those, and then we'll pick up the spare one. Guess we'll pick up something heavy then.
It takes a chunk of alloy. Smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air.
Okay, so that's also... Is it just going to be... Are they all going to be somethings? Okay. Oh no! I feel like we have triggered something to happen. Oh my good god.
The kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did.
Well, you know. Kid didn't have an awful lot of choice, really. Ah, no, that's sticky stuff. They are getting smaller though the more I shoot them. That's quite clever. Oh no, there's a hole in the floor! That wasn't there a minute ago. It feels like I'm going to have to play this as a ranged weapon game. I'm too scared to get near anything. I did not mean to do that. Oh, keep pressing Y. Because in Hades, Y is your special. And it, it's a different type of attack. Here it just heals you, which is of no use to me here. Try and not fall through the ground. These little guys get me though, I'm gonna be nicked. Because I want to shoot the guy, not them. Right, okay. Ah! Surely you can't shoot this bit of floor.
Puts him out of his misery.
Oh, we did it. I did not think I was going to do that. That was... Because he moves so slowly as well. It's very disconcerting. Right, give me another thick... Oh wow, look at all these. I need to not die collecting them. This is like Fall Guys. The hexagon thing. This must surely level me up at some point. No, I already did. I already did level up, which means I can get a second shot of booze from the distillery. Hooray!
He finds the core to the wharf district.
Ooh.
He steals the city's heart. Might as well.
It's a very sort of... I'm not telling you much storyline, isn't it? It's like...
Kid has a feeling you better get a move on. The place is starting to fall.
Alright, okay. Can we just run? Ah! Can we not just run? Just gonna run and take stuff as we go.
This particular rock stay
Ah!
It just keeps running.
It just keeps running. Okay, noted.
Somersault like crazy.
If that's what you're telling me to do, then that's what I'm gonna do. Oh gosh. So sometimes he goes over the edge and sometimes he doesn't. Take all that experience, thank you. And yes, we'll just go there. Whew, got an achievement for that. Ride the wind. And
now
the
kid sees
stranger.
something stranger still. His mind races.
But we are, at least, in somewhere nice and green. Which seems more peaceful.
Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another.
Is it going to be the old man who was on the picture of the achievement?
Me.
It is. He finds me! Oh, this is the narrator. Okay, hello.
Talk for a spell.
We're going to discuss these things.
There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest. enough to point the way to the cores.
Okay. Why are we collecting the cores?
All I tell
Not
them
the
is to
band?
set that core is on the monument there, then watch.
Not entirely sure why we're doing what we're doing, but it's all very pleasant and I will go along with it.
Just like that, the Bastion comes alive.
What is the
Starts
Bastion?
growing again,
Like a hub
growing
world.
stronger. Kids gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion
Good
can
luck.
send them even farther into the wild unknown.
Okay, cool. But it's not fully repaired because that bit's still broken. Do we just start with the first one then? I want to know what this is. What is this? Oh, you can't use your weapons here. Okay, so it is genuinely a hub world.
Kid ponders what to build.
It's a pub world where you can... A pub world? A hub... a hub world where you can build a pub. Sure. Oh. And you don't, like, even have to spend anything to earn this?
My personal supply.
It seems unusually generous. Plus one chance to carry on if defeated. I think that. Being in no sweat mode, I think I get that anyway, don't I? Okay. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to take the one that gathers more shards, because the more I can level up, the better.
Fetching fizz is like a mouthful of nails.
A mouthful of
But
nails.
the benefits are worth it.
Right. Okay. So are we allowed to do this on any more, or is it just the one at the minute? Just the one at the minute, I think. So I guess
They
do
don't
we
know
have
what's
to
out there waiting for 'em.
go up here?
The skyway.
Whee!
Now the
Okay.
kid can ride the wind to distant
Okay.
lands.
I'm still none the wiser as to why we're doing what we're doing, but it's pretty cool. All right, that one's done. Okay, that's the home world, the workman yard or breaker barracks. Oh, it's a literal bow level. What? Okay. So we just go off and we have to find these cores in order to rebuild the
Now he
Bastion
lands at
hub
the
world.
intersection between bad and wrong.
I really like the narrator element of it. I think that's really cool. I mean, obviously Hades has the narrator, but he only really appears
Ought to be a
at the
core
beginning and the
down
end.
one of these twisted streets. But which one?
So do we not get a map at all?
He heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time. Kid ain't ever seen an elephant squirt before.
Don't know what you're talking about, my dude. Oh my god, there's so many of these.
Just about anything.
What the heck?
Except for this. It's quick for
What
slicing.
is it?
And light
Oh, it's a sword. Oh, this is better than the hammer. Back. Yeah, I think I like this better than the hammer, although I am very much dying here. It's so much quicker than the hammer. Any of you got like shardy bits in? Oh, you're a shard. Oh, it was a treasure chest and it hardly gave me anything. Squirt
They
lore.
say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed.
Wait, what? We can tame them?
No sign of the core here. At least the kid got something for his trouble.
We can tame them. What button was it? Was it L? Was it left trigger? No, that's the. That's the what was it? Oh, Archie.
Squirts don't make the best of friends, but they can be useful in a pinch.
It's got a heart on it. What's it supposed to be doing? Is it hurting that thing? It's not really hurting it, is it? I'm not entirely sure how useful. Oh no, there we go. Maybe it just has to go ahead of me. It was confused perhaps by the layout. How long does it last? Does it just stay indefinitely?
Them squirts just don't know when to quit.
I don't know when to quit. But I do now. badass sword now, so things are not quite as bad as they were. Right. I mean, the obvious thing is to go down there, but I feel like there's maybe stuff up here
Yes,
first.
for the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge. Somehow that old forge is still standing.
Forge useful to me? Oh, I don't need that yet. Oh, it is.
Inside
What does
the
it do?
forge, Key can find
Obviously,
two
you
of
upgrade
those
your stuff here,
instruments of
but do I have anything enough to upgrade really yet? Select an upgrade. Oh, I kind of really want to upgrade this sword though. I feel like the sword might be my preferred weapon. The sword and the gun, which are literally the two things I can't upgrade at the minute. But yeah, sure.
Core ain't here neither, so he's gotta guess again.
Get the stuff because it does give you XP even if you don't need it.
Odd place to find the likes of Percy the Snitch.
Percy the Snitch. Hello, Percy. Sorry.
Never much cared for that big wide grin of his.
What's going on? Yeah, sometimes he feels like he can't fall off the edge, and other times, ow. I don't know. Other times he just sort of wanders off the edge, like without even thinking about it. It's kind of like, what? What are the rules here? Ah. Kind of glad about this fountain though. I'm gonna top that up a few times.
Dump in town.
Get a scumbag out. Oh, well.
Some scumbag still feeding off the city's own trash.
Did that enemy just fall off the side of the world by itself? Are they just flinging themselves onto the floor? Like, why?
And there he is. The oldest scumbag of them all. Gershel.
Gershel. I feel like I kind of need to... Wow, okay. Whoa, okay. No, where's the... Oh no, it's the wrong flipping trigger button thing. I thought it was going to be the whirlwind thing. I forgot you only have one at a time. Is he gone? Is he dead now?
The calamity ain't done much for Gershel's sunny disposition. Shame old Gershel can't float like when he was a young fella.
Did he fall off the side of the world? I feel like maybe he did.
The rest of the path is gone for good.
Okay, cool.
And his city crest won't
Loot
bring it
these things.
back.
Look at my little friendly helper things here. That's a really sweet, it's a sweet idea, but it kind of wasn't what I expected to happen. Okay, right, let's just refountain ourselves again. So where are we going then? This
Up
way?
north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock.
Okay, there's an awful lot of health potions down there, which is not ideal. Floor everybody down here. Are you a bad one? What's that? Something sharp. That's got to be for my sword, right? Maybe? I'm getting absorbed now, you can tell. I can feel it. I'm getting absorbed and forgetting
No
to
white
talk.
gas fellas all dress alike. Kids wondering the same
Have we got a
thing.
ragged hood? Can we put it on? No, it's a memento. Something sharp for the machete. Yes. So I need to go back and find the forge. Which was somewhere. Was that in this zone? Oh, they're still here. Wow, they don't sort of... I thought they would kind of just expire after a while. Oh, heck, where was the forge? Here, up here. Right, okay. Please forge me something sharp. Plus 20% critical hit chance, or that's basically my choice at the minute. Attacks cripple foes. I don't know what that means. Oh, unless it means what it says underneath it. Like, crippling them is something that does damage over time, I guess. I thought those two green things were two separate things, but... which one do we want then? I guess maybe damage over time? Or just more critical hit. I mean, compared to Hades, when, you know, some of the boons give you like, oh, a plus 0.3% chance of a critical hit, and I'm like, that's not a very big number. 20%, quite a big number though. So
old wood oil and that blade
I'll take that one.
like a light.
So yeah, so now I guess we can't have that one. It's going to be a choice of either one each time, which is fine. That's fine. And I guess that blue stuff is currency then. So let's continue. Oh, you're my friend. I keep seeing them thinking like, oh god. That's my friend one. Okay, where are we going? Oh no, this doesn't look fun.
And there it is. But it's locked down tight in an alloy cage.
Oh, heck! What the heck?
Almost like he's showboating for
what?
the crowd.
Isn't it? Garbage. Oh, they're going to drop healing things to me, aren't they? That's good.
And now there's
So we've killed that one.
marshal in town.
Can we not kill those guys? Oh, we did, because they were just supporting the big guy.
Here's the whole place grown.
Hoo-wee.
Tough to follow.
I thought that was going to be much
Kid's ready to go, and his ticket out.
more involved than it turned out to be, so that's fine. Take that, you swine. Should it be that way, do you think? I'm just going to fountain, just in case, anyway. Yeah, I was not expecting them to fling me up in the air like that. That was quite the surprise.
Just like I knew he would.
It said press A to recover. It didn't
hums
feel like I was recovering.
The
but...
monument's calling for it.
Okay, Mark Twain, what have you got to say to me about the ragged hood?
The windbags used to be alright. Then the calamity took the floor out from under him.
Oh, do I get things for, like, just finding stuff? We're just going to make this a nice, cozy Animal Crossing type home or something. I can't put that there. We just put it here. Oh, we just put it here and it'll open another.
Only
So.
fair he decides what we build
Got ya.
next.
Got ya. What should we build next then? I guess the one that lets me change weapon would be good, given that I don't want to have certain weapons at certain times and certain. The summoning the little friendly thing is good, but yeah, I'm not sure it's essential. But it would be good if I find stuff to be able to instantly upgrade things, wouldn't it? I'm gonna go with the forge, I think.
A lot of things need fixing up in this world,
Alright.
and we can start right here.
I don't really want to use my money though, so I'm just not going to. Okay, and then I guess we go again, and we get another one, and we get the third building, and then whatever happens over that side will happen over that side at some point.
Picked up traces of other cores
Nice,
while the kid
okay.
was out.
Sundown Path. I really don't like the sound of the bow specific area. And the melting pot. And I just remembered that I didn't actually... I built my forge. No, I built the forge, yes. I can't change the... can't change the little helper worm thing to the spinning attack thing, but... Hey, well, maybe we'll come across a place while we're out and about that will let me do it. I don't know.
In better days, the melting pot was sealed
I
tight
love
on
the look of
skin
this.
the
It looks
score.
absolutely stunning. I mean, and people that have... Oh, we landed on... Well, okay. Yeah, people that have played it like 10, 12 years ago will probably say, well, duh.
It had to be stab weeds.
Stabweeds. Ooh, look at all this experience. Can we kill stabweeds without getting killed by stabweeds? Something nasty. For the fang repeat. Oh, that's for the gun. Amazing. Right, okay, that's cool. Oh,
Blasted
you
items
absolute
hurt like a broken heart.
unfair creature. I was reading a thing and you disappeared behind me. Or appeared behind me, even. I don't know if these are just here to... Are they hurting me? With the are they poisoning me? Or is that just... Oh! That's the end. Okay, right. It's this way. I thought that was going to turn into a path.
If there's a core, he figures it ought to be deeper down.
Oh, I thought that was... I thought it was a wall and it was actually a...
Core stuck inside one of those fancy cages.
Like a bridge thing. Kind of want to clear stuff out before we maybe have all the enemies appearing. What is that? Trip mine?
Some of the stuff lying around is downright dangerous.
I'm not sure how I feel about it instantly replacing what you had equipped. Because, you know, if you can't then immediately change it back, then that's a bit unfair. Okay, so how do we get it? Do we
No
just
breaking a cage like that, but the kid tries anyway.
press the switch,
He
I
throws a
suppose?
switch. Gotta
I
find a
perhaps
way
should have
to
killed the
spring
spiky
it.
things that are
Now
going to be
what
in my
could
way
possibly go wrong?
first.
Quite a bit, as it turns out.
Oh god. Why are you raining
Cage
experience?
starts
Turrets.
lifting from the core ever so slow.
Oh, I shouldn't have picked that up.
All kid
Should have
can
saved
do
it.
is wait. Shipment
Oh, I
starts
killed that!
falling
I killed that, you swines. Right, okay, let's put a trip mine down then, I guess. Whoa, okay. Actually, maybe they're quite good.
in. Not every score is born bad. Some spring to the kid's defense.
Oh, it's giving me friendly ones as well.
Moving of the cage.
But why?
Take a little while.
The trip mine. I don't quite get why it's raining currency from the ceiling.
Scumbags don't take kindly to interlopers.
Not that it's a bad thing, but, you know, it's just a bit odd.
Even some gas fellas take his corner. I heard they popped that mean old foreman.
Can I just let these guys do my job for me? Because they're doing a pretty good job.
At this rate, maybe 5 more minutes. Maybe 30.
Take all this experience too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sword is, I say sword, machete is not terribly long.
Squirts get real territorial around the core. Then a shipment of free samples shows up.
Give me apples? Are the apples help? I have so many questions.
One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy.
It's just gonna be loads and loads of stuff. Ancient spices. Don't mind if I do. I don't really have time to look at the things right now.
Tax-free. It's a troublesome scene.
Ow.
Chew.
Oh, how Hades does that sound? I don't know what instrument that is, but I think that pretty that features elsewhere as well.
A few moments left. The core goes free. 10,
we just... Is it a time thing?
8, 7. Give or take
Is it a
few
time
seconds.
thing? Like all this
Finally,
stuff.
the core's within reach. And done.
Recover! Ah! I don't like these guys. This is frustrating AF. Yeah, don't like you, friend. Have a trip mine. Haha! Like, right, what have we got left? Just this guy? keep forgetting what the buttons are healers, which is not ideal. I think we got it.
He's got it. Just gotta get to the nearest barge.
That was nuts. Did you say to go on the barge? Yes. Okay. I feel like there was something back at the top that I forgot to go back and get, or that there was something else to do? I'm not sure now.
I still remember the look on his face after that one.
I like that they're pretty short levels, though. I mean, at the minute, anyway.
The old world's finished,
Right.
but the new
So now we can build our third and final building. I say final. Final for what we are aware of at the minute, anyway. Let us build as an arsenal.
The Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to.
So we've got a whole bunch of choices here. Spiral of bolts that deals damage in every direction. That looks good. Automatically counter blocks all oncoming attacks for a short time. Also good. That's the trip mine that we just used, which was actually pretty good. The squirt law, popular at children's birthday parties and useful in other various situations. A bow one and a hammer one. So I'm gonna go with the spiral of bolts because that sounds pretty damn good.
The repeater and machete, favorite choices of the Ura hunters we once fought.
Yes. I'm gonna go and upgrade my something nasty gun. Oh god, faster reload or more bullets. That is such a mean choice. I mean, they're both like super good. I'm really hoping that like the next one of the next levels at least is kind of the same thing but a bigger number, so that I can have maybe 8 more bullets, but then down here get a different percentage increase in reload speed. There's probably an obvious choice here, and I don't know which one it is because it feels like if you reload half as quick, or twice as quick rather, then essentially you're getting more bullets in one space of time, sort of thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, right? Yeah, let's take that. You can switch upgrades. Well, you didn't tell me that before, did you? It's a bit agonising over it. Good grief. Hello. Look. Oh, I feel like we kind of petted it, but we sort of didn't. Right, tell me about the ancient spices.
The boundless sea to found Caelondia.
Caelondia. Okay, does that put something in the world for us or not? No. Okay, so we've got all the buildings, but now where do we go? Now what are we going to try and create? Windbag Ranch. The squirt population was kept well under control thanks to this place. I mean, it's got a picture of the machete on it, which is what I'm using, so that's got to be a good choice, right?
Windbag Ranch was built for gathering squirt extract in copious supply.
A lot of handy things.
Ain't nothing more healthful.
Ain't nothing more healthful. Yeah. Wait, was that not? Oh, okay, it's one of these. Where are my bullets gone? I don't get to use bullets, I only get to use these. Right, okay.
Some folks showed up.
We don't get to use the RT thing either. Wow, okay.
Other folks came to train their throwing arms.
Right, are we trying to like kill the things off? Oh, they come back. That's a bit crap. I'm assuming it's not now respawning things because I have destroyed the...
Test their finest blades. Slippery little devils.
Guys, how am I supposed to kill you if you're like not on the screen? Come on. the thing! Hit the thing! I'm not going to be setting any speedrun boards alight with this anymore. Oh. Could you please kindly stop with that? Right, so we've got 2 foes left. Like, seriously, he's aiming at the thing and it just doesn't hit it. What's the point of showing me an aim line then? Wow, okay. 3rd prize, yeah. I mean, that's fair. I deserve that. Under 90 seconds. I mean, to be fair, at the first I didn't understand that the gun turrets were actual enemies that you needed to include. I thought they were just going to keep respawning to just make it harder. I didn't realise you could throw the machete. And that you actually had to get some of them. And yeah, and it took me a minute to realise that I didn't have my other weapons as well, so... Does it tell me how I get the 1st prize one? Or just the 2nd prize one? Anyway, we did a thing. We can go back. And I guess you can come back here anytime, so... Since...
Kid comes back from Windbag Ranch, smelling good and ripe.
Excellent. Oh, that's better. That's much better. Oh, old man has gone now. Where's he gone? So... This is for the war machete again. So what can we have now? 100% critical hit damage. Or +1 blades per throw. See, yeah, I'm not really throwing it. I should be. But as it said, you can swap between these, so I'm just going to take
war machetes are so
one
quick, you gotta keep a good grip on them.
and go for that, really. Oh, he is here. He's got a little tent.
Ain't always much to say.
Oh, but nothing to say. I like your tent, sir. Cute. Okay, so where is... How much world is there to explore? Can't see anything on the map other than what we can access. So yeah, proving ground then, I guess, is like a sort of test thing that you can do over and over. Cool. Okay, I'm going to do one more and see what happens if we get another core. Like, does the right-hand side of everything open up?
Couples used to walk the sundown path.
It's a tumbleweed! Natural, genuine tumbleweed. Right. Kind of wish. I'm going to see if you can. Swap B and X over. Because I'm used to my main attack being on X. So now I can, like... Although he's not really dash striking as such. It is.
But then...
more natural for me to press X than to move across and press B.
Somebody gets to the core before the kid.
Tumbleweed.
The floor starts giving way under the lightest step. A single panic squirt can bring the whole place down.
Why would it just dumped money from the sky all the time? It's just like, right, okay. Oh, that was the blades thing. That's pretty cool. I like that. Wait.
Stray valuables are
I don't know which way we're going to be going.
Kid thinks twice about risking his hide.
Does he though?
Well, Pat ain't exactly visitors no more.
Ah! Ah! The ground! The ground! I think we just need to get out of here. Oh, we can't, right, okay. So we'll gotcha.
See, the path was intended for leisurely strolling.
Leisurely.
Not so much for noise and tomfoolery.
I don't know what tomfoolering. Reload did seem faster.
Sky bridges make the path together.
Okay. Sky bridge. Whee! I like that. How do we get that telescope? I want the telescope.
Air travel always was an iffy
But how do we get over there? Did one of these just take me over there?
The calamity changed.
Oh, it's taking me further away.
Even where the wind blows.
Counter, that's handy. Yeah, well, you found him, don't worry. I'll take another one of those. Okay, so we're fully fountained. Somebody's flinging stuff around over there.
Well, if we mastered the winds in the old days, we can do it again. But the question is,
Ooh, I'm sure I was meant to
who
go
else
on.
could have taken the core?
Yeah, who's taken my core?
Well,
Maybe this guy?
Spider stole the thing.
I used the wrong button again.
Scumbag ate about
Let's just destroy this guy. Deal with
unlike the kid.
everybody
that
else.
core ain't coming back.
Okay, right, we are good to go. So where is my core? Where is my core?
No, they used to ship live munitions down the path.
Ooh. A
Find
grenade.
time to
Oh, but I
find
didn't want a grenade. I like the flipping. Oh, okay. I'll throw the grenade.
Wise to toss those things plenty far away. Even
Yeah.
gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time.
There you go.
They get real cranky.
Ah, kill the boxes, kill the boxes. Oh, God's sake, stop pressing Y. Stop pressing Y. That was a fountain, wasn't it? Should I have?
In all this toil,
Or was it just
kid
pull?
keeps coming back to an overwhelming question.
What is the message? What are we
Who
doing?
else could have survived
What's
the
the journey?
calamity?
Is that the end? I got no core. I mean, probably I wasn't meant to. If Scumbag ate the
So
core
we didn't
like it
find
said.
the core that time, but that ain't about to stop us.
Okay, that ain't about to stop us. Apparently, that's not about to stop us, but I don't see where else we were meant to have gone. I'm just going to have a quick look and see. No, we cleared it. So I guess this would be our next. This would be our next destination. But wow, already almost an hour has gone by, and it does not feel like it, which is the sign of a good game, I think. Go and pet the squirt. Squirt. I wonder how many little pets we get, like little friendly enemies to live in our little biome place. I quite like this. You probably gathered. It is. It's hard to remember how I found Hades at the start. I remember finding it difficult, which I fully expected to. But it is meant to be like that. You are meant to find it difficult, and you're meant to get better every time. You're meant to build stuff up and like improve on every run. Whether this is meant to be quite like that, I don't know. He feels very, very slow, but I am unable to not compare him to Zagreus in that respect, like who does feel a lot faster. He might not actually be faster, but he feels faster. Swapping the buttons around at the end there, I should have done a lot earlier because that did make a huge difference. It felt a lot more natural to be pressing X to be with my machete and stuff. But yeah, having Y as heal is tough for me. I might have to configure that as well to literally be a shoulder button or something else because I'm used to Y being an attack button and it's not in this. I'm just wasting heal bottles and actually not doing anything, which is not helpful. I might swap it with the trigger button to do the special attack, if that's possible, if it'll let me. But yeah, I think it's safe to say that I will, yes, definitely, if it's going to show it, it's not going to show my button. It's not showed my button. Why is it not showed the button? Because it's behind the thing. Ah, gutted. The moment of truth. I mean, you probably expected it was going to be yes anyway, but it was hidden. I had to move the screen around before because for some reason the game screen had moved behind me instead of over there. So yeah, I jigged it around and have then since obviously put it in front of those two images that I used for this reason. But yeah, it is a yes. I will definitely be playing more of this. I know for a fact that you can Wiimod this game to make yourself unable to die basically, and if it comes a point where I feel like I have to do that, then I will just do that without any kind of compunction, I guess might be the word. Because I definitely want to see it. I definitely want to find out what the heck is going on, because it doesn't make a lot of sense at the minute. Maybe by design, presumably. But I definitely would like to see it through. And I feel like the only way I'm going to do that, even on no sweat mode, which is kind of embarrassing, but also I don't really care, is to basically be invincible. At least until I'm more sort of au fait with it anyway. But yeah, I like that the levels are so short that you could probably just dip into it for like 15 minutes and do a couple of levels potentially, and faff about with a bit of upgrades and whatnot and stuff. It's not like you've got to sit. Obviously with Hades, if you're going to do a run in Hades, you've got to sit for the whole run. You don't have to, you can save it halfway through, but your flow is gone then. I've never done that. I've never ever done that, I don't think. But yeah, Bastion, really good. Really enjoying it. Again, very annoyed that I've left it this long to get around to enjoying it, because I will enjoy it now. And yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Well done, Supergiant. You haven't let me down yet. You haven't let me down yet. So yeah, all that remains then is to say thanks very much for watching. If you watched all the way through to the end, this is probably this will be the longest one of these that I've done so far. I did suspect that would be the case because I knew that this would be a game that I'd want to like chatter and talk about, and like I probably would get sucked into doing, sucked into getting stuck into kind of thing, like, and really getting absorbed by. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, do the like and subscribe thing, and yeah, have you played this? Have you played their other games? I'm going to do Pyre probably in the very near future, just to, because I've got the Supergiant Games itch now, and I kind of want to get all of them under my belt in some shape or form. So yeah, look out for that coming soon. And until then, I will see you next time. Thanks again. Bye for now.